Hi there. It's August 19th and time for Proverbs 19. Let's jump over there and we'll get into it. Verse 1 in the Revised Standard Version this month. Better is a poor man who walks in his integrity than a man who is perverse in speech and is a fool. Right? Better is an honest person than one who's perverse and foolish. Straightforward. 2, it is not good for a man to be without knowledge, and he who makes haste with his feet misses his way. Right? Go blindly running ahead, missing your way. 3, when a man's folly brings his way to ruin, his heart rages against the Lord. Right? When a man's foolishness brings his way to ruin, he blames God. Okay? When you blame God for stuff that you did. Okay? Stuff that you did that just from not listening to God. It's not his fault. But you're going to blame. How could you let this happen? Right? Because you have free will. You can do whatever you want. Right? 4, wealth brings many new friends, but a poor man is deserted by his friend. Right? But are they real friends? Yesterday it says you have lots of friends, but there's only one that sticks close like a brother. The rest of them will run away as soon as you get in trouble. Hmm? 5, a false witness will not go unpunished, and he who utters lies will not escape. Right? These people will not escape. Okay? Will not escape. 6, many seek the favor of a generous man, and everyone is a friend to a man who gives gifts. Right. Everyone's your friend if you got lots of, and if you're generous. Okay. Some people are very generous. Okay. We'll get back to that. 7, all a poor man's brothers hate him. How much more do his friends go far from him? Right. Poor people do have friends, but they're usually other poor people, right? And you can learn something from these people too. He pursues them with words, but does not have them. Right. You try. Here, read that all together. All a poor man's brothers hate him, but how much more do his friends go far from him? He pursues them with words, but does not have them. 8, he who gets wisdom loves himself, and he who keeps understanding will prosper. Right? And you want to be healthy and love yourself? Get wisdom. Okay? Just that simple. Get wisdom. Here's another one that goes with this one here. A false witness will not go unpunished, and he who utters lies will perish. Okay? Didn't it say that right here? No. A false witness will not go unpunished, and he who utters lies will not escape. A false witness will not go unpunished, again, and he who utters lies will die. Getting more serious, right? 10, it is not fitting for a fool to live in luxury, much less for a slave to rule over princes. Right? Some foolish people live in legacy. They're usually singers or something like that. Suddenly have a whole lot of money. They usually do something crazy and lose it all, right? 11, good sense makes a man slow to anger, and it is his glory to overlook an offense. That's important. Good sense, common sense, makes a man slow to anger, and it is his glory to overlook an offense. Just let it go, right? Let it slide. It is to your glory to just let it go. 12, a king's wrath is like the growling of a lion, but his favor is like dew upon the grass. Right. Now, we have representatives and leaders now, and there's lots of checks and balances. When a king ruled over everything, he ruled by his mood. If he got up in a bad mood, you'd wanted to stay away from him, right? is you could make laws by your moods. 13, a foolish son is ruin to his father, and a wife's quarreling is a continual dripping of rain. Yeah. Maybe wife's quarreling because she's not heard, right? House and wealth are inherited from fathers, but a prudent wife is from the Lord. Get that? A prudent wife is from the Lord. 15, slothfulness casts into a deep sleep, and an idle person will suffer hunger, right? Laziness, slothfulness. 16, he who keeps the commandment keeps his life, and he who despises the word will die. Got that? Just that simple. 17, he who is kind to the poor lends to the Lord, and he will repay him for his deed. I say this all the time. Okay? If you give to the poor, you are lending to the Lord, and he will pay you back with interest every single time. Never fails. Right? 18, discipline your son while there is hope. Do not set your heart on his destruction. Right? You have to discipline your kids while they're young, while they're impressionable. Like, by the time a child is 8 years old, they should know their manners. They should know respect. They should know how to treat other people. 19, a man of great wrath will pay the penalty. If you deliver him, you will only have to do it again. A very angry person, great wrath. Right? You save them, and they're just going to stay mad. You got to fix the reason why they're mad. Right? What's this note there? Obscure. 20, listen to advice and accept instruction, that you may gain wisdom for the future. Right? Always listen to advice. Right? Don't say that's stupid. Just say thank you. Right? You can learn something from everybody. Okay. Many are the plans of the mind of man, in the mind of man, but it is the purpose of the Lord that will be established. Right? God's going to have his way. No matter what, God will have his way. Right? 22, what is desired in a man is loyalty, and a poor man is better than a liar. Right? Loyalty, faithfulness. Or highlight that. Why not? The fear of the Lord leads to life, and he who has it rests satisfied. Right? The fear of the Lord leads to life. I like that one. He will not be visited by harm. Right? The sluggard buries his hands in the dish and will not even bring it back to his mouth. Ever known anybody that lazy? Strike a scoffer, and the simple will learn prudence. Reprove a man of understanding, and he will gain knowledge. Right? If some great big guy goes into this group of scoffers and fools and punches one of them, and he goes down, the other people will learn. Right? Not a good idea. But reprove a man of understanding, and he'll gain knowledge. And he'll put it in there and keep it. Right? 26, he who does violence to his father and chases away his mother is a son who causes shame and brings reproach. Right? Now, this used to be a capital offense back in the early part of the Old Testament, like Deuteronomy. If you dishonored your parents, they could stone you to death, okay? It was that serious. And even one of the 10 commandments is like number 5, honor your father and mother. 27, cease, my son, to hear instruction, only to stray from the words of knowledge. Now, that is just weird. What's this there here? If you stop listening to instruction, my son, you have, see if we are ready. You have turned your back on knowledge, right? If you stop listening to instruction, you have turned your back on knowledge. 28, a worthless witness mocks at justice, and the mouth of the wicked devours iniquity. Right. 29, condemnation is ready for scoffers, and flogging for the backs of fools. Right. They're going to get theirs, right? They're going to get theirs. Well, let's go over our highlights. When a man's folly brings his way to ruin, his heart rages against the Lord. Verse 3. Right? Stop blaming God for the stuff that's your fault. Okay? If you listen to the Lord, you wouldn't be in that mess. All right? Highlighted 6. Many seek the favor of a generous man, and everyone is a friend to a man who gives gifts. Right? It says princes and rulers in here. It doesn't say generous man. Nobility. Prince. Huh. Every other version says a noble person or a prince or a ruler. It doesn't say a generous man. So that's interesting. Everyone is a friend of a man who gives gifts. Because sometimes this Revised Standard Version says things differently, right? He who gets wisdom loves himself. I mean, he who keeps understanding will prosper. You get wisdom. We're getting wise for yourself, not for anybody else. For yourself. Okay? You keep understanding will prosper. Okay? Everything else will come if you search wisdom. Just get wisdom. 11, good sense makes a man slow to anger, and it is his glory to overlook an offense. Now, that's the important part. It is his glory to overlook an offense, right? Just walk away. Okay? You will be the stronger man if you just let it go and walk away, right? 17, we highlighted. He who is kind to the poor lends to the Lord, and the Lord will repay him for his deed, right? With interest every time. You can't prove me wrong in this. If you give to the poor, you will get back more than you gave every single time. It is a test to see if you care for the poor, the smallest, the least of these. Okay? And 18, discipline your son while there is hope. Do not set your heart on his destruction. Other places says, if you spare the rod, you are killing your child. Okay? If you don't discipline them, if you don't spank them when they need it, you are killing them. Because later in life, something that you could have nipped in the bud and taught them early, they're going to do, and somebody is going to kill them, or they're going to end up in prison because you didn't teach them right from wrong when they were young. Got that? Highlighted 22. What is desired in a man is loyalty, and a poor man is better than a liar. Right? I would rather have a poor friend that's loyal, right, than a liar. And very simple, 23. The fear of the Lord leads to life, and he who has it rests satisfied. You will not be visited by it. Oh, there you go. Easy. So that's Proverbs 19. We're getting there. I think we're starting Habakkuk today in our Through the Bible in a Year. The whole book, it's only 3 chapters, so then we'll probably get back to Jeremiah or something. But stay tuned for that later on. But give us a like if you think about it. And we're just going to keep doing this. This marks the 1 year. So, and we're going to start over again next month. So, till tomorrow, we'll do it again. See ya.